The chairman of the Region 6 Regional Democratic Council, Mr. David Armagon, is calling on the government to pay more emphasis on the National Ophthalmology Hospital located at Port Morant. Sasha Ramsaran reports.
The National Ophthalmology Hospital located at Port Morant, Quarantine, was constructed through expanded cooperation in the area of health between the governments of Cuba and Guyana, and was commissioned by then-President Barajagio in July 2009. Over the last 2 years, however, the hospital has not been functioning at its optimum capacity. This was highlighted by Regional Chairman of Region 6, Mr. David Armagon, who issued a call to the Ministry of Public Health to place more emphasis on restoring the hospital to its initial state of operation.
The other big thing that we want to talk about too in health is the Ophthalmology Center, which has not been operable for about 2 years now, 2 to 2.5, no, almost 3 years, 2.5 to 3 years now. And that is because the arrangement that the last government had with the Cuban government in terms of providing medicines and surgical equipment and so on for the Ophthalmology Center, that agreement came to an end about 2 years ago. And so far the government has not really been able to renegotiate that arrangement. But if they are not able to do that, then they have to find the money to purchase, because maybe Cuba cannot afford that anymore too. So the government will have to find the money to get that center going, because it's a very important center. That center was given as a gift by the Cuban government to the people of Guyana, and by extension the people of CARICOM. And so Surinamese and everybody else should have benefited from that Ophthalmology Center. So I think the time has come for the Ministry of Health to get their act together, because it's not a regional program, it's a Ministry of Health program. It's a centrally directed program, and I think they need to get their act together now, move into that center and get it going for the benefit of the people of Guyana.
The chairman noted that several ministers of the government have visited the site in the past.
Minister Volcan visited as well. The last Minister of Public Health visited. The new Minister of Public Health visited. So I think the time has come now for action instead of visits, right? So we got to be able now to get the stuff in and get they have a competent set of doctors there. We have enough medical personnel there. The problem is the drugs and the stuff to do the cataract operation and so on. I recall at one time we actually did over 3,000 cases of cataract at that center there. And so we were able to remove the backlog of cataract, and now we have seen many instances of middle-aged and old people who are suffering from cataract, and they have not been able to, because in the private places about $100,000 to do one eye. It's pretty expensive, almost $100,000. And so poor people cannot afford that too. And then if you're talking about improving the public health system, these are some of the areas that we have to look at to improve generally the public health system.
Back in 2010, the Ophthalmology Hospital conducted approximately 10,000 eye surgeries per year. Sasha Ramsaran reporting for Channel 8 News.